no, I was just
Alright, let's get back. Yeah, that was madness, man. Alright, the next one. Yeah, this one a little crazy.
Alright. It says, can you zoom in on the picture? I don't know if they can see that picture.
Let's see that black eye.
She got fucked up.
Yeah, she got a black eye, y'all. Just so
What the
y'all
fuck she
know.
did to get that?
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The woman can never be wrong.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? No, this is America. The woman is perfect. My girlfriend got raped and beaten. I broke up with her. You can zoom it out a little bit. I can't really see everything. Right, that's good. I broke up with her right after she told me. This is what happened. Dating girlfriend for 7 months. She wants to go to this sleazy club with her friend. Oh, this sounds like some shit that happened to me already.
It's happening everywhere. It's wild right now.
She wants to go to some sleazy club with her friend. I told her I didn't want her to go. Had an argument about it. She was like, you don't own me, and I can do what I want.
There it is.
And that bullshit.
There it is. You don't own me. Now remember, we're looking at the picture of her black eye. All right? It said, you don't own. Let's get that real quick. Let's get the understanding. 3624. Let's get that. A lot of women might be confused about that. They might think that nobody owns them.
Yeah, let me go with KJV.
3624.
This is the book. You got it up? Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself.
A what?
A help like unto himself.
Sweetheart, you are the helper. You are the assistant. You are the secretary. That's what you are to a man. Go ahead.
And a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. When he get around you, he supposed to be getting all kind of rest. Because you just doing everything for him. He needs you to go get this, you got it quick. Pillar of rest. Alright, so let's go back to it. Because the woman said, you don't own me. And again, she ended up with a black eye.
Right.
It ain't from him.
Right.
Let's see. Go ahead.
It says, I told her if she went, then I'm breaking up with her. She said she wouldn't go and dropped it. Saturday came. Hadn't heard from her all day. At 4 a.m. on Sunday, she calls me crying. She said she got raped and beat up. She went to the club anyway. Apparently, she left alone with some guy and his friends to go to a party.
No. He already told her she couldn't go. So, in America, it's cool for women to do what the hell they want to do. But, in reality, this is her Lord telling her she cannot do what the hell she want to do. And she went anyway. That's a sin. All right? That's what that's called. Sinny, sin. And that black eye was payment for the sin from the Most High.
That's
Just
called
so
judgment.
Exactly. That is called judgment. All you had to do was listen. No black eye.
She would have been safe and protected if
Straight
she
up.
listened to her man.
That's your protector.
How can he protect you if you don't obey him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
He gave you a perimeter to stay inside of, to not reach danger. You went outside the perimeter and got jacked up.
And then called him to come save you.
Let's see what he said, though. But keep going.
Oh, man. Had many feelings about this. None of them pleasant. I told her if she went to the club that I'd leave her, and I told her we were over. She started freaking out and saying she needs me right now and that she was sorry. Told her to never...
Now she need him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Now she need me. Told her to never call me again. Have been getting rapid hate from her friends, and my friends think I was way too cold. She broke my trust, went somewhere I said not to, was probably going to end up cheating on me anyway, and got raped and beaten over it, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for her? I saw her like yesterday, and she was pretty beat up. She had bruises and a black eye and stuff. So I do believe she was raped, but this wouldn't have happened if she just listened to me. Everybody thinks I'm evil. My ex-girlfriend has been trying to talk to me, but I have no desire to speak to her. You guys think I was too harsh? I just have a hard time feeling bad when I feel so right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and which one of y'all, y'all go first?
Hey, brother, you are not in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just the first 2 sentences reminded me of a situation very similar. You know what I'm saying? Had this chick, wanted to go to this party, but she was going to be one of the only females. In my mind, I already know this going. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get drunk. It's going to be some touchy-feely shit. You're going to call me crying, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, long story short, got into a whole big-ass altercation over a female who didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all would just listen to the man that God put in y'all life, y'all will be protected from a lot of this stuff. But because y'all make these bad decisions, y'all take no accountability. You know what I'm saying? And every time y'all get put in a bad situation, y'all want somebody to bail y'all out. I agree 100% with the brother. Like, why mess with a woman who don't do what you need her to do? If you can grab Sirach 25, I think it's 25. Give me verse. Start, you can get 23. Start 23 and we're going to get, read down to like 25.
Sirach 20.
26.
Come on, Sirach 25, 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh in heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Right, a wicked woman destroys men. A wicked woman, she done broke this man's heart. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to protect her, keep his woman safe. Not only did he got to see she got her ass whooped, but now you got to think about how she got raped and all this other stuff, like violated, all because she ain't listen to him. And like again, I understand. It's like why should I feel sorry for her if she would have just listened to me? Apparently, she wanted to go out there and be for the streets, and the streets rewarded her for her bad behavior.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going though.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Man, the man was probably begging her not to go. She probably got to the point, okay, I ain't gonna go, and then just ghosted the man, just did what she wanted to do, and knew she had nobody else to call but him at the end of it all. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, what happens in the dark, the Lord will bring it to light. You know what I'm saying?
Probably wasn't gonna tell him at all.
At all. But it got to the point where she can't see me with this black eye, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, your ass shouldn't have been there. You should have just listened and stayed your ass at the house.
Yep.
Keep going up.
Verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Say that again.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Because of the woman doing shit like this, not listening to that man, this is what brings us to sin. This is why we die. And as men, we got to be able to hold our woman accountable. And if she don't do what we need her to do what we ask her to do, cut her ass off, leave her ass for the streets, and find you one that will obey you. Because they out here. But one like that, that's not for you, bro. Keep going.
And through her, we all die.
Because of the woman not listening to her man and the Most High, we dying. Keep going.
Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Right, and that's what he was trying to do by setting a boundary over her, telling her not to go to the club, not giving her a way to abuse herself. But again, she went ahead and did what she wanted to do instead of listening to her Lord.
Verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
Brothers, if you got a woman who's not going the way you want her to go, cut her ass off and divorce her. She's not a good woman. That's not a godly woman. That's not, oh, I found a wife, so I found a good thing from the Lord. No, a wife is going to obey you and treat you like Christ. She's going to listen to you in everything. And if she disobeys you on one thing, that's a sin she needs to repent for. And this is what we got to get back to. We wonder why our households and our families are out of order. It's because we're not going by God's way, God's order.
That's right.
And that's it.
Come on, can we get 1 Timothy 2:11? We read down to 12. And also I want to get Ephesians 5:22.
God.
Can't just stop at 22.
What?
Gotta get at least to 24.
Well, I'm bringing up the same point.
Nah, just don't tease, man.
You going to verse 11, right?
Yeah, start at verse 11.
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
So that's the first thing she did not do.
God.
She would not shut, she would, for one, she was probably talking over him.
You already
Most of the time they talk over them. You know what I'm saying? So it says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
All subjection.
In all obedience.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
In all obedience. Just listen and obey. Right.
That's simple.
It's just that simple. Same way the Most High told us to keep His commandments and do them. Listen and obey. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
Wait, read that part again.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Right, go ahead.
But to be in
But
silence.
to be in silence. So the woman has no authority, no right, no legal document stating that she has authority over no man, no matter who it is. The Most High says no woman has authority over a man. I don't care what President Biden is saying.
For real.
What about her master's degree?
I don't care about all that. She's not my master.
Doctorate?
She ain't. She's
I guess a doctorate.
she's supposed to be a pillar of rest.
Say less.
God.
Thought the American accolades meant something when it came to God. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hey
not.
man, like the apostle said, man, I'd rather obey God rather than man.
God.
That's right.
For real though.
So the Lord said for the woman to be in subjection in all things.
God.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. She has no reason to be teaching not now word of the Most High. She has no authority over the man, and you just need to be quiet. Learn something and be quiet. Go to that Ephesians
Ephesians 5,
22.
verse 22. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
So the same way you will submit to the Lord and be in subjection in all things unto the Lord, the same way you're supposed to be to your own husband.
Hallelujah, man. Hallelujah for the word of God.
Real talk.
Come on, all praise. Keep reading.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
The wife is the head of the husband.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Go ahead.
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
Go ahead.
And he is the savior of the body.
So he is the savior of the body.
God.
Just like the head, the man is the savior of the wife.
God.
Right? Keep reading.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ,
So the subject is in obedience unto Christ.
so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
And sometimes,
In everything.
in what America say,
In
Everything.
everything.
the Lord said, in everything the woman is supposed to be subject unto their own husbands. In everything He says.
Everything.
So when a woman breaks a commandment of the man, like what old girl did, see, that's what happens when you go against the Lord.
Yep.
Right? You get a black eye.
One way or another.
Straight up, physically or spiritually.
Right.
You gonna get a black eye.
And we all know how many black eyes Israel got. We don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, keep reading on that, King.
Verse 25. Husbands, love your wives even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it.
So one thing this dude did, man, he told his wife not to go for one. So if Christ is going off, or we asking Christ for something that seems to go off to him, he's gonna say no. We already have the law. He gave us the law. So if the law says not to do it, don't do it. That's his word. The Lord said that. Just like this man told his wife not to go to that club.
Come.
She went anyway. You got dealt with. You sinned against your Lord. So now you get dealt with. Right.
Yeah.
So that's it on that what I have to say.
Alright, come. Let me go back to Ecclesiasticus real quick. Chapter 25.
I'm on Sirach too when you done.
Okay, come. Which one did I want? Verse 13.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 13. It says, give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Now, why did I go here? Our women, and of course, all women of the earth now in the time we're in, they feel like they know better than everybody. They think they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. That is the wickedness of a woman. The wickedness of a woman is she feels like she know better than her Lord. The one that's been put in charge of her. She feel like she know better. It's like a child feeling like they know better than the parent. That's the same type of headache you get from dealing with a wife like that. But it tells you, let me go to read it one more time from the top.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 13. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Because that stings a man. Like I tell you, a man loveth nothing better than the beauty of a woman. So when you bring that to him, something like that, he's trying to protect that one thing that he loves the most, his woman, his possession. He's trying to protect it. But you want to go all out of bounds and do the one thing that he told you not to do, which is not be around a bunch of men in a nighttime situation, drunk. He telling you this, but you just want to party so bad that you'll throw all of the safety out the window, all of the counsel, all of the command of your man out the window so you can go and have fun. That's why it's giving me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. This is the same woman that she can do all kind of wickedness, go sleep with this man, do whatever. But if she find out you even talking to another woman, she want to start breaking shit. She want to start tearing your cars up. She want to start busting out windows. She want to do all kind of madness, all because she cannot control the situation. Give us any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And it's because they don't have no damn sense. It just is what it is. We see this every day on all these channels we watch, and we see, well, everybody's trying to correct these women, but all they do is continuously come up with excuses for their wickedness. They will not stop. They continuously come up with excuses. So we got to understand what we're dealing with. If she will not go as you would have her, again, on verse 26, if she will not go as you would have her cut off from thy flesh. Why? Because she is wicked as hell. That just is what it is. I know we want to believe so much in society today that the woman knows and she can do this and she can come up with her own and this and that. She has to be told what to do. If she's not being told what to do, she is in wickedness, because that's what comes from a woman. What is that on the other one?
19.
Is it 19?
Which one? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
From a woman come wickedness.
Oh. That's
From a woman
24.
Grab that real quick out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24. It says,
Not that one.
oh,
From a moth come a garment. From the garment come a moth.
oh,
From women
wickedness.
come. The Lord real specific. See, what you women don't understand is we're trying to save you from yourself. Your mind wasn't created for you to control your own life. It wasn't created for you to run around doing the things you choose is good and having what you call fun. No, we actually got life to live. We actually got families to raise, and you got stuff to do. not just sit around and look pretty all the time and take 1,000 selfies.
Sirach 42:13.
Come on, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 42, verse. I'm going to go ahead and start at 12 real quick. It says, behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women.
Come.
For from garments comes a moth, and from women, wickedness.
From women, wickedness. Now, if we understand that the woman's supposed to be controlled by a man, she's supposed to obey him in everything. There shouldn't be nothing outside of everything, because everything covers everything. What it's telling you is, from women come wickedness. If you are not controlling the situation, you have to be in full control of her. And I mean full control, meaning everything that, like they have that, they had a little Instagram and a Facebook and all that. You should be able to get on there, no problem, and check it out and see what's going on with your woman. You should be able to get that phone and see what's going on with the woman without no issues. It shouldn't be a fight. You gotta chase her down and go lock yourself in the closet to check. It shouldn't be none of that. It should be, yes sir, hand it over. That's what it should be. And a good woman that knows she's not doing nothing wrong, it's gonna be, yes sir, hand it over. And she gonna go do something else.
Right.
Cause she ain't worried about you finding nothing in that phone.
Right.
Because she keeping it real and she being in obedience. So we have to understand, dealing with these women, they are not righteous unless they have a head that they are listening to. If they just going about their life doing whatever on their daily, and you best believe they doing wickedness every day. Every day. Every day. Which one is that?
Naughty.
Yeah, and we gotta get something way harder for that. But you best believe they're doing wickedness every day because they don't know righteousness. We are the beacon of light to them. We are the ones to explain to them what the Bible's saying. They can't get it without us. When they having conversations with their worldly friends, everything is wickedness. Whether they talking about what happened on TV, whether they talking about what they ate, whether they talking about how they deal with their children or these holidays, from women gonna come wickedness if you not controlling them. That's why they want you. I mean, this is an evil society. They don't want you to control. Same ones that told you not to discipline and not to control your women is the same ones tell you not to discipline and control your child. Let them be whoever they want to be. Let them be free. Let them say what they want. Let them act how they want. If they feel like they're a giraffe, then they're trans giraffe then. Let them be what they want to be. And these are the people that we learning relationships from. We learning how to carry on marriages from these type of people, man. And that's why it's so upside down. Because we don't understand and will not accept what God's saying right here. That wickedness comes from women. And they have to be controlled in everything. If they not controlled in everything, he telling you straight up what's going to come from them. Problem is we don't trust the Lord. A lot of people just don't trust the Lord. They say they believe in him. But when we start breaking down the things he say and how people life supposed to be, you see with their actions that they don't trust the Lord. You have something else on that part?
I mean, I was just sitting there thinking as, I was listening to y'all talk, it's like, okay, she claimed she got raped.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? But she told her boyfriend that she was willingly going to this party with another man. Like after party. You know what I'm saying? Could have been a hotel, could have been. She just told him it was another party. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to think about the context, the conversations they having in the club to make her even want to leave with another man, knowing she got a man at home who just told her not to go. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm over here thinking like, nah, she's probably about to give it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, something that happened.
And he was thinking the same thing when he was like, she was probably going to cheat on me anyway that night.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just so much wickedness. So I my mind into thinking like, damn, whether she was raped or not, you know what I'm saying? But what if she ended up getting pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Nah, and he did take her back. Now he got to not only, I hope he don't take her back, but you know what I'm saying? Just hypothetical. Now you got to look at this child from another man because your woman was disobedient and went to go be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Went to go let another nigga hit. And then, I just wanted to get Sirach 23.
let the comment section tell it he needs to just take the child as he is.
Right. Yeah, that's a real man would do that. It's like, no. You know what I'm
Women
saying?
could do no wrong.
A real woman would listen to it, man.
Which one you want?
Verse.
23.
Yeah, we can. We start at 22.
22.
Yeah. And it's just hypothetical again.
God, you got it.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in hair by another.
So again, it's just hypothetical, you know what I'm saying? She went to this club, got knocked up by another dude. What if she brought home a child by somebody else? What does God say about this?
God.
So this is what's going to happen to a woman like that. Go ahead and read.
Verse 23. For first she had disobeyed the law of the Most High.
Wait, God has a law? Yes, God has a law, which we read earlier, Ephesians 5:22 through 24. Wives are to obey their husbands in everything and treat their husbands like the Lord.
God.
You know, damn well, if the Lord told you not to go to that party, you wouldn't go to the party.
God.
You wouldn't argue with the Lord. You wouldn't do none of that. You, yes, my Lord, and sit down and find something else to do. Or ask the Lord, well, my Lord, can we go out and, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Like, but to go outside of the Lord's commandment and go do your own thing, you asking for a judgment to hit you.
Right.
Go ahead. So first thing she did wrong was disobey God himself.
And secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband.
Wait, the woman can sin against her husband too?
She had trespassed against her own husband.
So it's not you just sinning against God by not being obedient to your husband. You also disobeying and sinning against your own husband, the one who God put in your life to be your protector.
God. And Lord.
And your Lord. You just committed a sin that you need to ask forgiveness from him and God for.
God.
And again, that's up to him to forgive you. He don't have to forgive you for that. You did the most treacherous thing. You know what I'm saying? This man trusted you, and you went out and you broke his trust, and now you begging him to trust you again. It's not that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's not that simple for a man, especially when he really cut for you. Go ahead and read.
And thirdly, she had played the whore in adultery.
She has did what?
She had played the whore in adultery.
You played the whore in adultery. You played the whore by allowing another man to hit when you got a man.
God.
You playing the whore. You went to the club when your man told you not to. And then not only did you not stop there, you also went further and also leaving the club with another man who wasn't your man.
Because he didn't rape her at the club.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad, man, but this is the world we live in. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody in her comment section, all her friends, like the dude was saying, they justifying all the evil shit that she did. They just want him to look over all that. They looking over all of that and just want him to just accept it. And, nah, man, that ain't what's up. You know what I'm saying? What verse was that?
23.
I'm at 23, reading the last verse.
Come on, go ahead and finish that up.
And brought children by another man.
Get that next verse.
Verse 24. She shall be brought out into into the congregation. It's like she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit.
Right, all because she didn't do it the way God said do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfruitful if we just go around the way that God set up. It's better if we just trust God and trust his way. Men, stand up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? Stop allowing these women to disrespect you and go around you. Women definitely got to be more obedient to your husbands and your men that's in your life. Listen to them, obey them if you want to be with them. If not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to keep putting up with this.
God.
Do you realize that he is your Lord?
You know that? And you were to reference this man as such.
Give me Ephesians 5 real quick.
Straight up.
We're going to read something real quick.
Let's go back to the good ways. Live like how we lived in the old days. We are royalty, is what Yah say. Live as royalty, using Yah's way. Yeah. Let us ask for the old past. 613 commandments, yeah, that's our math. Teach people commandments or we go mad. We didn't keep commandments, so that's our bad. Yeah. Keeping Yah's commandments, you'll find rest for your soul. My people out here lost and they blind chasing dough. This world is made for us, His word is better than gold. Keeping all of His laws is sweeter than the honeycomb. But our people lost in these commandments of men. Put a man's word over our king, silly doctrines. Acceptance in the world that hates sounds like a fiend. Our true friend is the Father, He knows how we think. He waiting for us to break so He can mold us like clay. Rebuilding a royal nation takes obedience to His way. Trust in Yahuwah with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. If we can't find it in His word, then it ain't for us and neither is it the proper understanding. Bro, He wants to build you up so you can live like a king and give you servants till you say, man, what had these been? Since He wants to build you up so you can live like a queen, but it takes submission to the men that He is building to kings. We are over the nations if we do what He say, but if there's a stipulation, we can't have it our way. Everything that we do must go back to His ways, and to know all His ways, we must go back to what He say. The answer to our problems can be found here today. It takes real submission, we can't fake. Let's go back to the good ways. Live like how we lived in the old days. We are royalty, is what Yah say. Live as royalty, using Yah's way. Yeah. Let us ask for the old past. 613 commandments, yeah, that's our math. Teach people commandments or we go mad. We didn't keep commandments, so that's our bad. Yeah. Let's go back to the good ways. Live like how we lived in the old days. We are royalty, is what Yah say. Live as royalty, using Yah's way. Yeah. Let us ask for the old past. 613 commandments, yeah, that's our math. Teach people commandments or we go mad. We didn't keep commandments, so that's our bad. Yeah. Turn from your wicked ways while in captivity. Take your problems to the Father and pray to the east. If we seek the Abba with all our heart and soul, then He will heal our land and make us more precious than gold. But don't forsake the way, you'll abandon your soul. He wants to give you life more abundantly. You know the thief comes only to steal and kill your soul. There's a million roads that won't take you home, and Yah's way is the only way that can lead us to an everlasting home. The key is to repent and endure before He comes. He is only taking the remnant that can rule His home. 2/3 of our people will be dead and gone, put in chains as slaves, and your soul will burn. Just soften your hearts to the words of this song, and maybe you can have a castle to call your home. But we must leave all the ways of this world alone. Let's go back to the good ways. Live like how we lived in the old days. We are royalty, is what Yah say. Live as royalty, using Yah's way. Yeah. Let us ask for the old past. 613 commandments, yeah, that's our math. Teach people commandments or we go mad. We didn't keep commandments, so that's our bad. Yeah.
He said, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
As to the Lord.
As to whom?
As unto the Lord.
So she's supposed to treat you like you created heaven and earth.
She do.
That's what she's supposed to treat you like.
She do.
That's a good thing to hear. Now, question is, would she treat you like that if you had another woman?